Good evening and welcome to another episode of MIA Soul. I'm your girl, Nikki Speck, the editor-in-chief of MIA Magazine, and I am filling in for my girl, the beloved and the beautiful Cynthia Saint Paul. So tonight we have a special night up for you, an amazing show bringing the magic of music. The Idyllic funk bands Daniel Washington and Akila Shepherd are our first guest, the founder and principal drummer and artist. You can check the dynamic Idyllic Funk Band out at the Arts Center on November 19th, a blend of jazz, reggae, fusion, and soul. So a little something for everybody, right? And then following that, we have our R&B sensation, Meli'sa Morgan, who will be performing at the ninth annual Art Blues and Soul Festival, December 6th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. So I am so excited. We have our first guest. He is a dynamic drummer, music director, and the heartbeat behind Miami's most dynamic band, the Idyllic Funk Band. So let's welcome Daniel Washington as well as Akila Shepherd. Well, welcome.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Wonderful. I'm so excited to speak with you both tonight and, get the jazz started, the funk started.
Most definitely.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Of course. So for those who haven't seen the Idyllic Funk Band live, can you both describe the vibe? Like what do you bring to the stage?
I'll let Akila answer first.
We bring soul, it's some things are just a matter of the heart, we bring energy. It's very energetic. It's very soulful. It's very authentic, very genuine, very intimate. And I don't mean intimate in necessarily a romantic sense, but intimate in that one of those things where if you know, and if you feel, you feel. So it's a beautiful group. It's just a pleasure, and I'm appreciative to be able to be a part of the group and be able to play with Daniel and some of those other cats and kind of contribute back to the community and contribute to that energy that is Miami. So it's been quite an experience for all of us, but we're thankful to be here and have the opportunity to play and have people just come and enjoy listening to us. So that's always an honor for us, I think.
Definitely. Daniel, do you want to touch a little bit on that as well?
Yeah, I definitely want to bless the people with, our talents that God gave us and in the most high way. Hopefully, bless people and blow people away in the kindest way and the most amazing way in music come the 19th next week, Wednesday. So we definitely want to uplift the people, especially now in these crazy times, and super blessed to have this opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, the uplifting is very much needed during this time, as you said. So as far as November 19th, what makes this particular event special?
Well, we're bringing, I guess, a different miraculous good music to the Adrian Arts. We definitely want to show everybody, what we're about and the difference in our music and definitely want to wow people, on that day.
Love it. And you blend so many genres from jazz, reggae. Tell us about your inspiration.
Well, my mom's Jamaican and most of our family, so the Jamaican vibes run in my blood definitely, and love to play that type of style of music, especially for me as a drummer and percussionist. I definitely love to study, like country, R&B, all type of varieties of music to play.
How about you, Akila? Tell us about it.
I think what's cool is that because we have so many genres, it allows us to be creative. So it adds, I think, a lot of depth to the group, and that we can kind of reach into different bags and kind of contribute to the creativity of the group. And we all have, we're all musicians, but we have our favorites. Some of us like some genres more than others. And so uh, I guess it allows all of us to kind of get the opportunity to play the genre that we enjoy and play the music that we enjoy. And we learn things from each other so we can kind of bat off of each other and pick up off of each other's ideas, which is really important with improvisation. But the truth of the matter is they're different genres, but they're all connected. And I think that's the lifelong goal, is trying to see how, not just in music, but just in life, like how all of these disciplines that we all study and read about and spend our lives studying about, how they're all connected. So the genres are different, but they do have an underlining thread that connects all of them. And so I think that for our band, it just gives us a chance to just kind of be creative and play around with different styles a bit, and not be imprisoned by one genre, one style. We can kind of, it makes us flexible. So it offers flexibility and allows us to be creative. So, that's pretty cool as well.
Sure, for sure. And as far as Miami, it's so culturally rich. How
Yeah.
do you all find inspiration from the city of Miami?
Um, Most definitely Gloria Estefan. I
Okay.
love listening to her music, and she's definitely a big inspiration in Miami culture. And Celia Cruz as well. You can't forget her.
Absolutely
uh,
not. Okay, so thank you both so much for joining us tonight. I can't wait to see you share your magical music with us November 19th at the Adrian Arts Center. So stay tuned. And when we come back, we're sitting down with a true R&B legend.
God bless.
Can't wait. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
I'm Eileen Higgins, and I'm running to serve as your next Miami mayor, but with a clear plan. Invest in more housing so that residents can afford to live here. Strengthen public safety so residents and visitors feel safe. Clean up our parks so families have green spaces to enjoy. And restore transparency so people can trust their government. As your mayor, we'll get things done. Miami, this is our time.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman & Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman & Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Okay, well, welcome back to MI Soul, and I welcome Meli'sa Morgan, the beautiful and talented R&B star. So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yes. So our next guest today, Meli'sa Morgan, is R&B royalty, a voice that has defined an era, and you're still out there blessing us. So we welcome you. Thank you for joining us. So Meli'sa, tell us, thank you so much for being here. Let's start at the beginning. When did you feel, music was truly your calling?
Oh, I think when I jumped out of my mother's womb.
Early on.
Yeah, I've been singing since I was like a baby. So it's just been something that I've loved to do. My family and everyone, we have the kind of family that would go from house to house and play music. So music was always, in our ears, Aretha Franklin, Temptations, all that good stuff. So I've been listening and singing music since I was a baby. Yeah.
I love it. So many great, inspirations that you mentioned. But as far as your breakthrough, Do Me Baby, it was huge. So what was that? What was life like during that moment? Like, tell us a little bit about your inspiration and, everything surrounding that.
Oh, well, Do Me Baby wasn't my inspiration.
Mhm.
I I tell this story because now they have the Queens tour out there, and I was working with a gentleman named Kashif, and he had produced Evelyn Champagne King, and he's produced Whitney Houston and all these wonderful people. And he asked me to go on the road with him, and I went on the road with him, and we opened for Gladys Knight on Broadway, and Hush Productions, who is Melba Moore's manager's production management company, was in the house because they also managed Kashif. And they asked me, at that time, that same day, it was like a Sunday night. I'll never forget it. And they said, don't you think it's time for you to stop singing in the background and do your own thing in the front? And I was like, sure. And they was like, come to the office. The office was like right down the street because Broadway, they was 40 something there on like 59th. And I went to the office the next morning, and literally they signed me that same day. And the first thing that I had to do was Do Me Baby, because Capitol Records, they signed me to Capitol Records through their production company, and Capitol Records had that record on hold for like 3 years, and they were about to lose it. And So I had to do it. So I went in and did it with Paul Lawrence, and I'm happy to say that after 30 something years, it has now been certified. The single and the album have been certified gold by the RI.
Yes.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
this is me, but it's me with Jay-Z. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. How does
Yeah.
it feel?
Yeah, that feels good. I did his first album because they did Fool's Paradise. So we figured we, show you some of that. Yeah. And Mary J.
Yes. Well, thank
Blige.
you.
Yeah. There's all the cool people that I work with. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you've collaborated with so many cool people and amazing artists, right? You've
Yeah.
Whitney, Shaka. So, what lessons and experiences do you learn from them? And, do you have any personal anecdotes that you want to share with us?
Oh my gosh. Whitney, I miss her so much. I just did her 40th year anniversary for her album. They wanted me to sing the song that I sang on her first album, Thinking About You. So we did that. And Whitney was always handle your business. She was a very, keep your voice intact and handle your business. And when you get out there, you better sing. Better sing, girl. You better sing. She was always like that. Shaka Khan. Oh, such wonderful memories I've had singing with her on her Ain't Nobody tour. One of the big mistakes that I did on her tour, because she knows everybody, and we opened up for Marvin Gaye, and
Wow.
yeah, it was like my first gig with her, and everybody was like, "Okay, we're going to meet Marvin Gaye," but they had like machine guns, backstage with him, and I was like, I'm like 18 years. I'm like, no, I'm not good. I'm scared. I start crying. So Shaka was like, don't leave her alone. She's not ready yet. This is her first gig. She's a baby, and I hate that I didn't, woman up and go do that, because like a month later he passed away. Yeah, but she taught me so much. I just seen her with the Queen's tour. I'm so happy for her. There's
Mhm.
love in my heart for her always, and all of them.
Cool.
Patty was my mentor. She came and sang with me in New York when I was like 17 years old. She just got up on the stage and, "You gonna sing this song with me, girl?" I was like, "Yeah." And we sang, and we've been, you know, she's been there for me ever since. Anytime she can use me to open for her on tour, she always calls me. I've opened in Europe and in New York, New Jersey, all over. It's a blessing to know such great people.
Sure, that's beyond major. I mean,
Yeah.
so Melissa,
Yeah.
girl, you were so ahead of your time when it comes to, publishing and producing your music, way ahead of Taylor Swift. So why was that, important to you? Can you touch on that for us?
What? To touch on what?
Just as far as, publishing your own music, producing your own music, especially as a female artist, I think that's so
Oh,
important.
it's
Claiming your narrative, right?
yeah,
So yeah, touch on that for us.
it's so important to, if you're a writer, a songwriter especially, to make sure that you register yourself as a songwriter and a publisher with ASCAP or BMI or whoever it is that you want to be with, because in the long run, those are the things that are going to help you get through your hard times, getting your checks monthly or every quarterly. And if you don't register and do those things for yourself. I had Kashif, which before I even got into my own solo thing, he said, "Come on, I'm going to teach you. You're going to register with, who do you want to be with? BMI, ASCAP." I wanted to be where he was. So I was like, "I want to be with ASCAP." And he said, "You're going to be a songwriter. You're going to be, here's your publisher. What's the name of your publisher? And you keep doing this every time you write something. Every time you have something, you keep checking on yourself, because that's how you're going to get paid and live." And thank God that he taught me that lesson. He has a book called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business. And he taught me that lesson. Until this day, I see people broke, struggling, that had hit records, but they didn't register, didn't do the things that they need to do. And they're like, "You're still out there. You're still relevant. Every month I get my money. Every 3 months I get my money, and you have to take care of your business. It's called
Love it.
music
Yeah,
business,
it's very important.
Yeah, it's just the music
Definitely.
industry, music business. It's not just music and have fun and party and all that and buy jewelry, because what are you going to pay for all that stuff with? Yeah.
For sure. Definitely good advice there, good gems.
Thank you.
So as far as what's next for you, Meli'sa, what can we anticipate?
Well, my birthday is coming up.
Oh,
And
it's your
I'm going to
birthday.
be in
Happy early birthday.
Miami, December 6th.
Oh,
Listen to this, Nikki. You would not believe it.
yes.
I have a place in Aruba, and every year I go there and celebrate my birthday for like a month and a half.
Okay.
And this year, Chico, with his company and everything, they asked me to come and perform on my birthday, December 6th.
That's
Grown
amazing.
folks music. So I'm going to be in Miami performing on December 6th. Yeah.
I
So
love it. Well, it's
yeah.
going to be huge. I can't wait to see that from you. Do you want to share like your Instagram handle or any social media handles
Yes.
before we drop off here?
Yes, it's Meli'sa, Melisa, Morgan, Morgan, and you can find me. There's not two S's and two L's. If you go Meli'sa and you go Morgan, you will find me. And I'm really excited about. I work with Chico and his daughter and all of them through the years. And I just want to tell you where this is at. It's at the Marshall Davis African Heritage Cultural Arts
We
Center.
love that. Yes, we love Marshall Davis over here with MIA Magazine. So we'll be sure to support you. And I
Yes.
can't wait to see all that you have coming. You're such an amazing talent. So thank you so much, Meli'sa. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see you.
Thank you. It was wonderful. So did I do good with my backdrop?
Yeah, I love your backdrop. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes, giving records.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes. When we come back, we will see what my girls, Dr. Delvina and Amani Latifa, are up to. So you don't want to miss this.
Welcome to.
In 2018, Eileen Higgins took on political insiders and won, and she got to work building thousands of affordable housing units, protecting Biscayne Bay and empowering small businesses. At the same time, Emilio Gonzalez was accused of fraud, protected the political insiders, and allowed city departments to be weaponized against local businesses, and was forced to resign in disgrace. On December 9th, we will deliver change with Eileen Higgins as our next mayor. She'll get things done. Vote Eileen Higgins for mayor.
At DRT Behavioral Services, we provide culturally sensitive mental health evaluations with thorough treatment plans, incorporating alternative forms of wellness, not just Western traditional medicine. Besides medication management and psychotherapy, we provide education to people in the areas of minority mental health with classes on your diet's impact on mood and sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com today.
It's Dr. Delvina, the Queen of Brain Love. Are you ready to take the couch? You're not used to seeing this particular logo. This is the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, and they are a part of today's show. Today I'm talking food insecurity. It is time for another mental health moment. And yes, you see, this is Dr. Delvina. You see that I'm at Miami-Dade College, the North Campus. And today I'm talking about something that's very serious to the needs of our community, and that something is volunteerism.
Dr. Delvina, I'm back for MIA. So we've been out here all morning. This is our food thing. You'll see a little bit more about this in the video. Today was Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Day. We're at Miami-Dade College, the North Campus. We did a health fair. We had a food bank. So many things before we get out of the last quarter. It's almost Thanksgiving and Christmas. This is the time to give. Yes, brain love. Brain love.
You don't often hear me talk about volunteerism as the thing that we should do to help raise our spirits, to help us feel better. I typically talk about it more so when it's time for the holiday season, because we know people feel better when they're doing things to help others. You see Dr. Vernon Martin there. We are running a food bank here at Miami-Dade College North. Again, I'm at Miami-Dade College North. We as in Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, we're hosting a health fair today as well as a food bank. You may be able to see it, our viewers may be able to see it. These are all the cars that have lined up to partake in the food bank. This food bank began at 7 a.m., but we had cars lined up starting at 5 o'clock this morning. 5 o'clock. This is the food bank at Miami-Dade College North. Before I get out of here, I'd just like to leave the viewers with something to explain how food insecurities can affect our mental health and wellness.
Food insecurity isn't just about empty refrigerators. It's about anxiety, stress, and survival. When people don't know where their next meal is coming from, the brain goes into constant alert mode. That stress affects mood, focus, and sleep. It can lead to depression, irritability, and even physical illness. Children who experience food insecurity often struggle in school. Adults may feel hopeless or ashamed. Addressing hunger isn't only about nutrition, it's about mental health, dignity, and stability. When we feed the body, we heal the mind too.
Well, viewers, thank you for allowing this mental health moment. Everyone, please say brain love. Brain love.
Peace and beautiful blessings, my MIA fam, and welcome to another Arts and Culture Report by Imani. This time visiting the fabulous the Met Museum in New York City, visiting the exhibition Superfine, Tailoring Black Style. That's right. When you walk into the space, it's very dark. There's ambient music playing, and you are met with a historical lens of some clothes that was worn by enslaved Africans. You are also met with historic pieces from as early as the 1700s to contemporary lens. Now, as we're going around the space, you would have seen jackets that the Black Panthers would have worn, and also some contemporary designs by new and upcoming artists. Now, Superfine is a reflection on dandyism, Black dandyism, meaning some of the styles and the way that Black men, particularly Black men, used to dress. Some of these were some of my favorite pictures of the exhibition, to see historically how they depicted African Americans with the style of dressing and how they would dress. And as you continue to walk around the space, you see a play off of the contemporary designs versus the historical designs. Now, you also got an opportunity to see some of Leon Talley's, like this piece right here, which was so detailed, so amazing. You almost want to reach out and touch it. But, this is the Met. So, guys, if you're in town, you need to visit the Met. This was sponsored by Louis Vuitton, no plug, but check it out. You will not be disappointed. Peace and blessings.
Well, these girls are up to so much fun and cool stuff. I can't wait. And I swear I wish I could join them. So that wraps another episode of MIA Soul. A huge thank you to our amazing guests today. We had Daniel Washington and Akila Shepherd of the Idyllic Funk Band. And we will see them Wednesday, November 19th at 7:30 p.m. at the Adrian Arch Center. And then next up after that, we have the super talented Meli'sa Morgan, the R&B legend herself, performing Saturday, December 6th at Art and Blues 2025. So much love to my girls, Dr. Delvina and Amani Latifa. All right, well, I'm Nikki Speck, your editor-in-chief. I've so much enjoyed this evening of exploring magic, musical magic with you all. Thank you and have a good evening.
And sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com